Hello gamers around the world, I'm Spirocus. Welcome to Game Breaking News and thank you for joining to yet another special episode. Today we're going to take a closer look at the Ubisoft Press Conference at E3 2017. Seriously, Ubisoft should make the next roller coaster tycoon. Because, well, for two reasons. Atari is for one a bit too stupid for this game apparently. But that's a bit off topic. Now, the reason right now is because the whole press conference was a ride of highs and lows. Ubisoft did one crucial thing right, and that was that they actually showed some surprising games nobody really expected. But also two things, that were kind of wrong. I mean, the first bad thing about the press conference was that they talked a lot. And I mean a lot. And since English wasn't most of the time not their first language, it was also slow. I'm not talking about Shigeru Miyamoto on stage with the human translator. Yeah, sure, that was a bit too long, but overall it was fine. Don't mention it. No, I mean all the other guys on stage talking for fucking ever. All everybody wants to see is games, and while Ubisoft had them on stage, actual game play, well, generally was not on stage. Instead, and this is the main flaw of this press conference, they showed stage trailers, or even worse, stupid CGI trailers. And those useless, stupid CGI trailers were also so long. Oh my god. And if you're thinking, shut up you stupid bird and get to the stupid games, well, that's how the press conference felt most of the time. So, to the games! Well, finally a press conference at E3 that opens up with a bang, and that one was heard across the world. Batman plus Robin's Kingdom Battle, including standing ovations when Shigeru Miyamoto entered the stage.
Incredible.
The game itself is, well, nothing really that special. It's a turn-based tactical adventure, much like XCOM, but with combos, like crazy combos to be honest. Well, that's the combos at least. There's also an exploration mode, but they didn't really show that much there. And then again, here we also have the big deal. It's Mario with a gun. With a fucking gun. Shooting rabbits. What the fuck? And this game is a game developed by a Ubisoft studio in Europe, not Japan. Well, it was known that Ubisoft started to change their policy about other platforms and licensing their intellectual property to other companies. The best example is Pokemon Go, but still that is really surprising. Also, the graphics looked actually really good. That is because this is an exclusive title for the Nintendo Switch. And the final big bang in this presentation was that the game will already be available at the 29th of August this year. It's just over 2 months.
Incredible.
So after this
incredible
start, Ubisoft aimed to get even higher by showing Assassin's Creed Origins. Unfortunately, Ubisoft started talking too much. And they only showed the trailer, and they said that this was actual footage. Yeah, no, it wasn't. I can guarantee you it's no. In general, you can say that if they put that on screen first before the trailer, the final game won't look like that. No. Afterwards, they only showed a glimpse of actual gameplay, but nothing else really, stating that a 30 minutes presentation of gameplay will be shown after the show. So we had all this talk of Mr. Fuckface Producer here for nothing? Yeah, thanks, Ubisoft. Anyways, of course I watched the after-show gameplay presentation, and it was worrying to be honest. You could see that Ubisoft tried to change a lot of the gameplay, and they went away from the action-adventure to an action RPG. I personally still wouldn't call it a revolution, but then again, seeing how little games change over time nowadays, it's something. So it's also Ubisoft, so I guess you can call it to some extent a revolution, fine. Anyways, the changes are not the worrying part. What was worrying is that Origins seems to be in a really rough shape. Many things in the demo felt wrong, not worked out, clunky and misplaced. Sure, it was an alpha gameplay, but the release is less than 5 months away, and the game still needs much work, and it is a huge game. Of course, Ubisoft has also huge teams, but then again there was Assassin's Creed Unity. But then again also a lot can be done in 5 months, so there is still hope I guess. Man, and I hope that Ubisoft knows what they're doing, and if need be that they also push the release back. Seriously Ubisoft, you can't fuck this up again. Then Ubisoft moved over to the next game, and watching yet another useless CGI trailer, I was wondering what the fuck of a game is that? Although I had a hunch watching the trailer, and the hunch was right, it was The Crew 2. Now, what's new? So this time you can drive in the streets by motocross, but also by speedboats and race with planes. To be honest, it reminded me a lot of GTA, just without the shooting, the killing, the murder, the destruction, the rockets, the mutilations, the crazy story, and all the other stuff. The Crew looked fantastic. The graphics, I mean, it was really great. But my gut tells me that with the driving and the flying mechanics and all that in one game, it won't be really good. Because they don't focus on one, I don't know. I hope that I'm wrong and this is going to be an amazing game, but I think because they removed the focus from one motorsport, they also removed the fun from these specific motorsports. Then came South Park. Well, you buttholes, the game was supposed to be out for months now, so this one doesn't count, Ubisoft. Followed by Transference, which might be a VR game with Elijah Wood. I don't know. They talked about it a lot. And it's probably a horror game, but I don't know. Gameplay is once again missing. Actually, some explanation is also missing about what the fuck of a game is that. But whatever, Ubisoft, I already forgot about the game. Followed by Skull and Bones, the next big surprise at this conference. But unsurprising, first we get a stupidly long and stupidly stupid CGI trailer, followed by a bunch of talking. Oh look, a rare sight of actual gameplay at the Ubisoft Press Conference.
Incredible.
What Skull and Bones completely is still unknown, like the story, or is there even a story, or is it a multiplayer only game, etc, just stuff like that. But what we do know is that we can play some fucking pirates and that there is a player versus player mode where you can compete for loot. Honestly, the game looks so much like Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I wonder what they were doing for the past 3 years, but alright. The game won't come out for another year in fall 2018. And personally, I really enjoyed the atmosphere of the naval battles in Black Flag. What I didn't like though was that it was too fast-paced and too unrealistic. In the sense that you could take down 3 man-o-wars with a little corvette in 3 minutes. No. Unfortunately, this seems to be still the case in this game, but then again, the game is still far from release, and this is just also a personal opinion. Others like it more fast-paced, although they're wrong, but still. Afterwards, they put up a dance show for Just Dance 2018 with some fucked up meth panda. What the hell? Then they moved on to South Park Phone Destroyer, some mobile game of some sort. So let's move on because mobile games suck balls anyways, even more than Kyle.
And there's Kyle! And what's Kyle about to do? Look, it's Kyle sucking my balls! Look at you go, Kyle! Oh, you dirty girl! You love those balls!
Well, then came Starlink Battle for Atlas, and you guessed it right, there was no actual gameplay. What the fuck of a game is that, Ubisoft? Seriously, explain that to us. Some bullshit about your motivation behind the game or what? We don't care about that. What game is that? God damn it, I bet some explanation is also kinda necessary because this game needs some fucking action figures on top of the fucking controllers to be fucking playable. Maybe, who knows? That's not even true. The figurines were just a gimmick. Who knows? God damn you, Ubisoft. Then they presented the next DLC for Steep, called Way to Olympia. So is this just a way to it, or can you actually compete in it? Thank you very much for explaining once again, Ubisoft. Motherfucker. Followed by a sort of gameplay presentation of Far Cry 5. Well, it seems like a normal Far Cry, except, well, that it seems to have been developed directly from the minds of Trevor Phillips himself. Well, it also looks like they picked up the best setting for this motherfucking ridiculously insane crazy fuckery, Heartland, USA. So in the game you will have human and a doggy companion to help you out taking out the cult ruling over Hope County. Looks like the rumors were right and you can co-op through the entirety of the game, but you can also call for some assistance like an airstrike. We will have to see if this works well together because sure, it is fun to drop some bombs on the cultists, but the whole atmosphere in the trailer was kinda off. It was more like, oh yeah, let's have a little party where we're gonna kill 300 people, whoop-de-frickin-do. You know, it was a bit too casual for the fact that
people are fucking scared.
and that you killed so many people over the course of the game. That character development was one of the great things in Far Cry 3 when he was like the normal guy and then in the end he was like this master killer. But alright, maybe it was just the vibe of this trailer that was shown and in the end the game is completely different. Then came the big finale, the announcement of Beyond Good and Evil 2. Wow, yet another unexpected game and finally one of those, oh, and one more thing, moments at the end of a press conference. We didn't have that this year before, no, not this year. But finally we have, and it was a bang, oh yeah. After 13 years of dedicated fans pestering Ubisoft to continue the series, their dreams come true. Personally, I've never played the original, and since it wasn't that successful, I doubt that I'm the only one. But listening to the developers to, talk about the game with pride and gratitude, there might be actually a good game underway, but unfortunately we don't know because once again, stupid fucking Ubisoft only showed a stupid fucking CGI trailer. Fuck. Okay, maybe in this game this is about the only exception because this is a completely newly announced game and probably won't come out until like 2019 or something, maybe even later. We don't have any time frame when it will come out. Seriously, I could be so happy with the surprises that Ubisoft had for us this E3, but with the lack of gameplay and the gameplay that was shown afterwards in Assassin's Creed, that was worrying, so damn. Alright, fine. Let's take a deep breath and look at the bright side. And stay optimistic. Alright? Let's hope that all these games will become all great games. I mean, hope dies last, right? Well, but it still dies. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to put your thoughts on Ubisoft Press Conference in the comments down below. Press that like button as well and subscribe for more awesome videos and to support this channel. Check out my other E3 videos in the description and see you there. Peace out.